On Daily Planet today, putting the Gulf of Mexico oil spill in context.
Are the comparisons to the infamous Exxon Valdez warranted? We'll sort through the mess.
Hello and welcome to Daily Planet. Yesterday we promised you a show featuring the best in the world of miniature things.
That's right, we are shrinking things down for size, and here's a hint of what's to come.
We're going to find out just how tricky it can be to fit in, let alone drive the world's smallest car.
And we'll check out a miniature city made entirely out of millions of toothpicks.
Hello, I'm Zaya Tong.
And I'm Paul Workman, standing in for Jay, who's on assignment. We've got lots of Lilliputian things to show you today, from mini battleships to mini cattle.
That's right. We're even going to take some miniature planes for a ride, but we start today's show with a big story that continues to dominate the headlines: the looming environmental disaster along the south coast of the United States.
Here are some of the latest images from Louisiana, where oil from the Deepwater Horizon rig in the Gulf of Mexico is now lapping at the shore. As the mad scramble to clean it up continues, some scientists are thinking back to the Exxon Valdez spill of 1989, when nearly 41 million liters of heavy crude oil leaked from a tanker into Prince William Sound in Alaska. Gerald Graham studied that spill for the Canadian government and has spent his life figuring out the best ways to respond to marine oil disasters. He joins me now from Victoria, British Columbia. So the words Exxon Valdez raise alarm bells for a lot of us. Just compare these two spills for us, please.
Right, Paul. Well, there are some similarities and there's some major differences. First of all, the Exxon Valdez spill, it was an instantaneous release of oil, whereas the Deepwater Horizon spill, it's a continuous spill. It's been going on for about 7 days. So the Exxon Valdez, they were able to staunch the flow and deal with the cleanup immediately. Another difference is that the Exxon Valdez involved a much heavier crude oil that was a lot more persistent. The Deepwater Horizon spill, the oil is lighter and it tends to disperse and spread more quickly. And the third difference, I think, between the two spills is that the Exxon Valdez spill happened, of course, in Prince William Sound. It's a much smaller area, more confined, whereas in the Gulf of Mexico, this spill, the Deepwater Horizon spill, the oil can spread a lot more and potentially damage a much wider area.
So this spill is potentially much bigger, but there's a difference in the kinds of oil. Can you explain that to us?
That's right. Well, the Deepwater Horizon oil is a light, sweet crude, and so it's not as persistent. A lot of it will evaporate. 30%, in fact, is expected to evaporate within the first 2 to 3 days after it spills. And the Exxon Valdez spill, the oil was very persistent. In fact, there's still oil out there now, 20 years later, that's in the sediments.
Yeah, I gather you can still find oil underneath rocks and things up in the north. So does that mean this spill is not going to be as disastrous in Louisiana as many people are saying, if it disperses that quickly and that easily?
Well, not all of it will disperse, and what remains could be quite toxic in the end. But it's too early to tell how serious the impact of this spill is going to be. It hasn't been contained yet. We don't know when they will stop the flow. A lot of it depends on the weather in terms of the damage, the trajectory of the oil in the Gulf, whether it hits the sensitive marshland. There's a lot of imponderables, but certainly if it does continue and they aren't able to staunch the flow of the oil for the next couple of months, it has the potential to be one of the worst, if not the worst, spill in history in terms of the damage that it causes.
Oh my goodness. So I know you've done some simulator work on this kind of thing. Give us a sense of what will happen then over the next couple of months as they try to clean it up, stop it, block it, whatever they try to do, burn it off.
Right. Well, the model that I've run suggests that within a day or two, 30% of the oil that reaches the surface will evaporate, and within 5 days, a further 60% will disperse, so that after 5 days you're actually only left with less than 10% of the original oil spilled on the surface. Now that's the good news. The bad news is that that 10% is still mixing with the water, and it's emulsifying and spreading, and so the volume increases as a result, and it becomes quite difficult to contain as it spreads. You try to use dispersants, you try to burn it, but it's an extremely challenging task, and especially with the poor weather conditions that are apparently setting in there for the weekend.
So is there really anything you can do with that last 10%? Just try to contain it as much as possible?
Right, well, you can try to skim it off the surface with the booms and the skimmers. You can apply the dispersants from vessels and from aircraft. They had a controlled burn. I saw the results of that on your program yesterday. It was moderately successful. They're trying a number of options, but the number one goal should be to try to contain the oil before it reaches the surface. And I understand that they're trying to use dispersants under the water now at the 5,000-foot level to see if that works.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks to you, Paul.
Okay. Gerald Graham is an expert on marine oil spills, and he joined me today from Victoria, British Columbia.